Hi guys and welcome back. So what I'm going to be doing hopefully is just replacing the rear mech that's on there, the Shimano Alivio. I'm going to be replacing it with a Shimano Dior XT, hopefully, if that works. I don't know whether it's going to work or not. Idea is I'm going to replace it with the one that I've got, then I'll order and purchase one of these in a few days or a few weeks time whenever I need it, before I go to sell this bike on. So that's the idea. Hopefully that'll work. There's a few things that I've already done to the bike, as you've seen. I've already replaced the forks on the bike. We've got those, they're now 150s instead of the 120s and super heavy things that were on there. I have added my Quad Catcher XL fender on there. That was for the rain from the other day, one of my previous videos, as you've seen. I have replaced my bars. The Renfell Fat Bars X Lights, they're really nice, really good for running. Have added my dropper post as well. It is a giant one. It doesn't match the bike, obviously. I purchased this off a friend from a group that I was struggling to find the size of a seat post that would actually fit in the seat tube in this bike, because this part of the frame is actually cut out and this tube is welded into it, which blocks any seat tube going down. This one, being 100mm, actually fits into that frame and leaves this much protruding from the top, which isn't ideal. However, that seat height is now perfect for me. What else have I done? I've put on these HT Supremes pedals. They are very, very gunked up, so I will need to get to them. They're super tight bearings, and the pins are starting to rust. Even though these pins are super long, they just don't seem to be long enough or sharp enough to grip to my shoes. I'm not liking them, and the lack of pins along the side, lack of grips along here as well, lack of detail, and it just doesn't make me feel comfortable on these pedals, so I'm not liking them. I'm not too sure what I'm doing with the cranks currently. I do have a set of IXFs. They are 170mm, as are the ones that are on here currently. I was going to replace these tonight. I'm thinking about it because I was considering removing the front mech as well. But I am liking the two up on the front for when I'm climbing the hills and stuff. Not too fussed with the fact that I can't actually interchange chain rings. As you can see, it's, let's have a look. They're just press fit and bolted in there. So yeah, they're just press fitted in there. So riveted basically. And they are not interchangeable. So once that system breaks, that's gone. And I may be changing over to the IXFs depending on whether I'm going to be selling this bike or not. I am changing over onto the Maxxis Minions, the DHFs. These are the 2.3s. They do have the 3C Max Terra XOTRs. So these are tubeless ready. It really depends on what I'm going to do, whether I am going to ride them or not. They're going on the bike though, they're going on the frame, and the wheels are here. Had the kids get the tyres out before, so I've had the kids deflate this and remove the Maxxis from the packaging, and basically what I've got to do is just remove these tyres and add the Maxxis to these. So that's going to be the job for tonight. So one plan definitely for this evening is I am going to be adding those Maxxis tyres to the wheels, and the other one is I need to change the rear mech. As you've seen before previously, we do have the broken jockey wheel. I'm not just going to be replacing the jockey wheel as well, because I forgot I had skew whiffed completely bent. This was bent in this way. It was bent this way in towards the wheel, so it was goosed completely. You can see it's knackered. It's also twisted in many different directions, so I'm just going to basically take this off and put it in the bin. I'll keep it for spares basically. I'll be ordering a new one of them soon. I'm going to try and run the Shimano Dior XTs on that instead. But that's it for tonight, guys. I'm literally just going to put that rear mech and those tyres on. So let's get this build done. So guys, there's been a bit of a change of plan. So it got dark outside. I basically brought the bike inside and carried on. I did decide that I wanted to replace the brake pads. I remembered my rear brake wasn't quite working the last time I went out in the wet, and there is a reason for that, so let's just have a quick look. I had on one side of my pads It's basically down to metal, so that can't be used anymore. The other side of that pad was okay. It's not too much of a problem in the fronts. Again, they're just grimy and gunky, so these can probably be kept, used as spares. So I've got 3 good ones there to use as spares. However, the pads that I had, let's have a look. I did have a spare set of pads. These sintered pads that I was given. Basically, they don't fit the bike, so they don't fit for the MT200s. They fit for a load of more Shimano brakes, like the XTRs, the M9000s, all the way down to the M6000, M615s. So that's like the Dior range. But they don't fit right down to the very basic Shimano brakes. So these basic MT200s are the bog standard basic brakes that you can get from Shimano. So I had to go onto Amazon and I've ordered a set of brake pads. They're due to arrive tomorrow. So what I can do is I can put a link in the description and you can follow that if you want to purchase from there. If you need any pads for yourself. They are quite cheap. You get a full set, so you get front and rears, but it really depends on what you want. I've gone for polymetal, I think, or polymetallic or something along those lines. Basically something that's going to last a little bit longer and something that's going to be better for me riding, a bit more enduro style riding as opposed to cross country or road. So as well as ordering those brake pads, I've actually just gone ahead and ordered a new rear mech. That's, again, due to arrive tomorrow. Both of those are from Amazon, and I will put both of those links in the description just in case you want to purchase them for yourselves. You might get a discount, you might not, but I am using it as an affiliate through the affiliate marketing scheme with Amazon anyway. So if you can do, guys, keep on watching these videos, give us some big thumbs ups. If you want to purchase those products that I've said about there, if there's anything you want to see going onto this bike, let me know, because I can just purchase parts and fit them as well. So they should be here before 1 o'clock tomorrow. That's what I've ordered them as within Amazon, because I am an Amazon Prime account holder. So as soon as they arrive, I will fit them and we will be going out for a ride tomorrow evening. So yeah, I'll take you through that process, guys, and then I'll take you for a ride, but we're doing a GoPro ride tomorrow, so it'll be a bit different with the footage. I probably will still do some phone footage, but that'll be great. Remember, guys, if you can't be good, be careful, but always go and cycle.